Hello. This is Dirty Truckin', coming at you from my home with some a disturbing discovery with a particular brand of bottled water I buy. Now, what I'm about to show you, this is an unopened bottle of Body Armor water. I like this particular brand. Recently started drinking it more often. And I've had this bottle approximately about a week now. And it's still unopened. But I'm going to tell you what happened here. Now, I purchased it here in Detroit at a truck stop. It's a BP on Earcourse and Haggerty. I bought it to work while I was driving that day and left it in my bag. So I took it home and froze it because I freeze them if I don't drink them and then put it back in my backpack. And then as I'm working, it thaws out, then I'll drink it throughout the day. But after it thawed out, I forgot it again. So I took it back home, put it back in the freezer. Wasn't in that long to freeze solid, but it had a lot of light ice in it. So I bring it back to work with me, and by that Wednesday, this past Wednesday, took it out the bag, was getting ready to open it to drink it. It's still unopened. But I was shocked to find these flaky white particles floating around in the water after it thawed out. At first, I thought that was just ice that had not melted, little small pieces of ice. But it had been sitting on the truck long enough and it was warm enough in the truck that the water was completely thawed. The particles was bigger, and I meant to make the video then when I saw it. So I brought it home, messed around, ended up setting it on something that was warm. And after I looked at it, when I got ready to make the video, I looked at the water, the particles, the little white flaky particles was gone. I'm like, So I decided not to take the water with me and decided to freeze it again to see if they would reappear. And they did. So I come home from work, took the bottle out, let it thaw out. And it's been sitting in my refrigerator the whole time. It's not refrozen. And the particles are still in there. This water appears to be filled with, I want to assume this is some type of bacteria, because I don't know what the hell this could possibly be in this water. But this is what I'm telling you I've been dealing with as a trucker. Because of the things that, if you've been following me on YouTube and watching my videos, you know the story of what happened to me at Chrysler. I told you about this whole gang stalking stuff that I've been going through and what they would do. So I'm at the point in my life where I can't leave open drinks on my truck and go somewhere and be content to drink it. I throw it out. I was leery of getting a truck that had a refrigerator on it because I know what they could do. Switch it for something that was already tampered with, and I wouldn't know it because it's not open. It's already tampered with, and they'd have done something, but they know it's tampered with. I don't. Then drink it and get sick. I got sick. I had shit going on with my skin, and I was shocked to see this. And this past week, I had a trainee on the truck, and I showed him the water, and he couldn't believe it. So he took his bottle of water home, his brand, and froze it to see if he would see the same thing, which he didn't. He didn't. And I also drink that particular brand that he drinks. But I bet if I buy that particular brand and take it home and freeze it, I'm going to see the white particles. Because somehow they make sure I get those types of bottles of water. And you've been running around wondering why you've been sick. It's the water. Some of it's the water. And for some reason, I believe they've been making sure I come in contact with these bottles of water, beverages. I've been wanting them to test the beverages. These people been getting sick around here. I don't believe anything's airborne. I think you digesting it or drinking it. It's certain pops that I drink. I will wake up and my eyes have a cloudy film, the white stuff all around my eyes. From certain pops I drink, especially Faygo. Just recently happened with the Faygo grape pop. And I notice and pay attention to what I be drinking before that happens. My eyes be cloudy. I wake up cloudy with a cloudy haze in my eyes from drinking beverages. Water, this water seems to be filled with bacteria. So I'm going to turn this film around and let you see it. And remember, again, and I'm not going to lie, this bottle is unopened. I haven't done anything but freeze it. But due to me freezing it, it revealed some particles in this water that look like this is some type of bacteria in what should be purified body armor sports water. So here we go. Okay, as you can see, it's unopened. Let me bag it up so it clear up. This bottle's unopened. Never opened at all. The seal is completely on it. I'm going to turn it all the way around. Seal is unbroken. I never opened it. This is body armor sports water. So I'm going to hope this video clear enough. You can see the particles right here up above it. You see that there? That appeared after freezing it. Look at that shit. What is it? Look at it. It's all in the water. Look at it. What is it? You shake it up. What is it? You can see it. And the flakes were bigger. Now, this has been sitting in the refrigerator unthawed now, and the particles are still there. But if I set up this bottle of water on something warm, the particles would disappear, making me think this is purified water, nothing wrong with it. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this floating particle shit? And this was revealed to me after freezing the water. Look at it, it's floating. The fuck is it? Body armor that I purchased at a BP truck stop here in Michigan, Canton, on Haggerty in Earcourse, was in their cooler on the shelf. Now, had I not drank it that day and took it home to freeze it, I would have drank this water, not knowing that shit was in there. And you wonder why people getting sick? Why don't you test the water? What is that shit? I'm gonna give you another view. This is Dirty Trucking. I'm at home. And I've been trying to make this video, but I was shocked at what was going on with this water. I froze it, and those particles revealed itself. Then I set it on something warm. The particles disappeared, made it look like it was a good bottle of water. So I refreeze it to see if they will reappear again. What the fuck could be in this bottle of water that when I freeze it, it freezes and stays as floating particles in the water? The only thing that's in water, bacteria, different metals, chlorine, shit we ain't supposed to be drinking. But this supposed to be body armor. And I've been complaining about feeling funny after drinking water, chest pains, my bones and my heels aching, my legs go to hurting. What the fuck is this shit? Let's see it again. And I'm at home. You see the particles? And shake it up so you can see it some more. Look at the particles. They floating. This shit in here, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is it? You see the particles? What the fuck is that? This is body armor. What is it? What is it? The electrolytes froze and shit? This is what I'm looking at? This look like pure bacteria. This looked like pure bacteria that was frozen. And you know when I seen this once before? With my own ice cubes here at home. From the tap water out my sink. I bought one of those home water tests from Lowe's. Came home and tested my sink water. It revealed that I had some level of chlorine. I had some chlorine in the water. It also revealed that I had a high level of bacteria in my tap water. And that's when I first started seeing this floating particle shit. I used to fill my cup with water, and then I would take my ice cubes out the freezer. And then when the ice cubes melt in the cup, I would have all this white floating shit. And when I bought that home water test, I found out that white floating shit is bacteria. It's iron, it's something. But it's something on the list of the home water test. And then there's a part of the water test where you're supposed to leave something in a test tube, let it incubate for so many overnight, for so many hours. And if it turns color, it tells you the level of bacteria. Mine turned yellow. My tap water in my apartment building has a high level of bacteria. And that's when I started seeing those same white floaty particles in my own ice cubes that I was making. Now, I haven't seen them recently, but I guess what? I bet after this video I start seeing them, because they seem to do that. After I make a video, shit that wasn't happening start happening again. Now, I haven't seen it. I went through buying filters and everything, but I started getting sick from the filters. The stuff I was sent off for that was supposed to be the filter will come to the house, look like it was tampered with, wasn't made right. So I stopped buying that brand of filter and threw the filter out. Now, I haven't seen those white particles in my water, and the water has melted. Ice cubes has melted. But I wonder if I'm going to start seeing it again because I posted this video. Is it? Is those white particles will reappear? But that's what they seem to do. Every time I post a video, something happens. Particles in unopened body water. This is sports water. Look at this shit. You can just see it's floating. The fuck is this shit? It looked like backwash from when you done ate and you had backwash in your water. That's what it looked like. White floating particle shit. They're supposed to be purified water. Body armor. Sports water. What the fuck is this? Manufactured. Where is it made at? Let me see. New York. Look at this shit. You can see the floating particles. Look at it. And if I refreeze it again, they'll be larger. I just let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple of days to see if the particles will stay there. And they did. But if I set this bottle of water on something that's warm, they're going to disappear. What the fuck? What the fuck am I drinking? I got this at a truck stop. And this is what used to happen to me over the road. I used to buy funny tasting Pepsi in a can. I remember I bought a funny tasting Pepsi at a Love's in Arkansas. True story. I called them. The guy asked me to give him the number off the can. And I said, it tastes funny. It tastes funny. He said, give me the numbers off the can. And when he ran the numbers, he said, that's Diet Pepsi. I said, this is not a diet can. What the fuck going on? But I seem to keep coming in contact with it. And you wondering why I'm sick. I'm feeling funny. I'm achy. Walking around here feeling like I'm 500 motherfucking pounds all of a sudden when I ain't. Feel like I'm sitting here feeling like I'm being inflated. I'm blowing up for no reason. What the fuck are you feeding me? What the fuck is in the water? What's in my beverages? Purchased at a BP truck stop here in Michigan. My God. Did you see this shit? Let me give you one more look. Fucking floating particles in the water. Look at this. Wait a minute. This ain't no air bubbles. Look at this shit. That's not air bubbles. What the fuck is this? That shouldn't even be in there. I don't care how much you shake up water. You shouldn't see no shit like this floating around in a sealed bottle. The motherfucking bottle is sealed. I just wanted to make this video. Now stay tuned for my next video. This is going to be the shit that hit the fan with the unemployment office. Now they done sent me a garnishment letter. Stay tuned.